it was also, so I think you mentioned kind of your overview, that there's, I don't know, it seems like some filters or ways to for the user to determine what they want to optimize for when they're choosing the route. And you mentioned sustainability as one of these levers that they can pull. Can you speak a bit to, okay, when whatever the algorithm in the background is making some type of a judgment about the sustainability of different options, what's going into that decision?
Yeah, so we've got specific data feeds that calculate the CO2 emissions of trips for cars or public transport routes, for example, or bicycle or walking. So we've got specific standardized data sets that we use, and our products then calculate the CO2 emissions for a specific trip and display them. And you can, as a user, as an end user, you can choose how important sustainability is for you. So in our applications, that is quite often a sort of sliding scale. And then depending on that, where you put your choice there, we customize that trip. So we might prefer a bicycle trip and a train trip over a car ride or a car share, for example.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's a I don't know. It also seems interesting in that every city and every application seems to be so different, and it's not as simple as saying, "Hey, just taking a bike around is more convenient
Yeah,
than driving," because it's different. Literally, it's different from block to block within cities, and it seems like there's a lot of
exactly.
variables there.
It's very different from city to city, and also, so I've mentioned data. So the data is different from every city to city because quite often the public transit authorities provide different types of data that might not be standardized, that might be their own format that they've had for decades. So bringing that all together is really quite a sort of customized thing. And then also they have different priorities. We're doing a project at the moment for Nebraska with a company called Phoenix that has a really strong focus on paratransit, so on transit for people with accessibility needs. And that, again, is a whole different system that you then integrate into your mobility as a service project.